Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first ever week one. Dang, I missed the fade again. Welcome to the first week of our stock market challenge. This is Morons in the Market with you boys. Fast Pitch Flea Check, Get Rich Quick Cig, and Big Head Benny here. We had our introductory video on Wednesday. Tonight is our first week. We're going to have our first stocks of our 52-week challenge. Thanks for tuning in here. Fast Pitch, what's going on over in Sioux Falls, South Dakota?
What's up, brother? Thanks for having me again.
Oh, yeah.
We just, I got done with whipping some booty and some pool. Now I'm ready to dominate the stock market.
Nice. What you sipping on over there?
We got some press.
Nice.
You know, I'm on the saucer kick.
Yep. Typical 18-year-old white girl. Cigs, what's going on down under?
Oh, yeah. It's ready to get into this challenge, eh, Benny?
Yep. Cheers.
Stayed up late last night for my research, so, yeah, ready to go.
Good. Yeah, you picked a real winner.
The viewers will love to hear it. I know they will.
Living up to the Get Rich Quick Cig name. All right, well, with no further ado, let's get into it. You're going to get some advice from a bunch of morons in the market. First, we'll hit them with the market news. So we're going to break some news, discuss what's going on around the stock market. First, Bitcoin. The boys' thoughts on Bitcoin. I'll go first. You know, I will never forget sitting in Charlie Gross's personal finance class back in 2017 when Bitcoin was a mere $9,000 and preaching to everybody to buy BTC because it will someday reach 20K. And Corey Roach told me he would streak through cyber naked. No, he said, I'll streak down Broadway of Yankton naked if Bitcoin ever reaches $20,000. Well, guess what, bitch? Bitcoin is 40K. $40,000 Bitcoin is this week.
You better start streaking.
You boys got something. I was going to say, it's not 20K. It's not 30K. You should be freaking butt-ass naked running down New York, Broadway in New York.
Washington, D.C., storming the Capitol.
Right.
Too soon?
What? Too soon. The boys got any Bitcoin in their portfolio right now?
I can start. I was introduced to Bitcoin when it started blowing up and hit 20K. I dabbled in it a little bit using the Coinbase app, and I got into it. It was 11K, and Saganovich talked me out of it. He said, "Oh, bro, it's gonna drop. It's gonna drop." And so I was down money for a long time, and finally made my money back. And then I actually dabbled into it when it was down at 6K too. And this is another just shake my head.
I know.
And I sold it. I ended up making pretty good money off it when it went up to like 11, and I was like, oh, it's done. It's done. So, but I think ultimately, I think Bitcoin, I don't know what happened. It could keep going up, but I know there's a limited amount of Bitcoin out there, and there is, man. People gotta mine it, and so
send this shit to Mars. It's going through the roof. Sig, what are your thoughts, Bitcoin?
Yeah, I reckon 2016. I kind of looked at it and asked some people that have good financial advice in the past, and they told me I was an idiot not to do it. It was about 500 a coin at that time. I had about $500 in my bank account at that time, so obviously I kind of took that advice and said,
do you know what you'd have in your bank account today?
Yeah, I would have sold it before what it's worth today.
Yeah, I know. Same.
But nowadays, I do see Bitcoin a bit more useful just from a global sense. The governments around the world just printing money off with Corona, like our money is becoming more and more worthless. So it is good to have some diverse some diversification, and Bitcoin is a way to kind of hedge a little bit of your money from changing value so much. So, I mean, I don't think it's as silly an investment as it would have been 5 years ago.
Yeah, 120K. That's what Bitcoin will be in 2 years.
Yeah.
Mark his words.
You heard it here first, Corey Roach. Get that dong out and charge the capital. All right, we're getting into the stocks. First one, Cigs. Cigs, I'm going to pull your stock onto the screen here as you tell us what you bought. It'll be the Yahoo Finance page. Cigs, tell us about your stock.
Yeah, so my stock this week, it's my 2021 stock of the year from
Stock of the
Cig.
year. Ooh.
From Cig. This is my top pick. The presidential results are really playing heavily on this. So my company is stock code XXII. They have two forms of their business. One is related to tobacco and one to cannabis. They have some patents around their technology, which allows them to have a certain percentage of THC for the cannabis or nicotine in cigarettes. So my reasoning kind of is Biden is in and they have the Senate legalize marijuana is going to be a thing in the US. So having a company that's involved with that, that's checkbox for me. And then the tobacco side, their technology allows them to make cigarettes to a non-addictive level of nicotine, which currently there's no mandate on a max nicotine level in cigarettes, and that's something also that I can see the Democrats pushing through. That's one of the biggest killers in the first world, and if they get their FDA kind of check, and then also there's these new rules come in, big tobacco will buy them out or they'll be making a killing. So, I mean, a little bit speculative on that side, but definitely the marijuana side is going to be big this year. So that's my top pick. I want to get in week one, give that its longest chance to grow.
Nice. So you like it basically, for those who fell asleep there briefly, you like weed. This is a weed stock, correct?
It's more tobacco stock, but it has a weed element to it, and that's the weed sector is going to boom this year.
Nice. I just pulled it up. Pulled up a nice chart here for the viewers. Looks like a nice hockey stick in the past. So hopefully we can keep that hockey stick going. Cigs first buy XXII. So Fleet Check, just pulled up your stock here. Tell us about the plug.
Yeah, so I invested in Plug Power is what it's called. It's a company that the Plug, also known as. It's a company that builds hydrogen battery cells for electric vehicles. And so I'm kind of on the same note as Cig, is following this blue wave into America with Biden and the Senate control. I'm expecting essentially a new Green Deal through the House, through the Senate, and just I'm expecting in 2022 a push for manufacturers to make electric vehicles, essentially. So I'm all in on clean energy this year. That's that will probably be a trend for me going forward for future people. But what I'm worried about a little bit is essentially I'm buying everything at the highest price it's ever been at right now.
Yeah, that's what I got showed for the viewers here.
Yeah.
The Plug is on a hockey stick trend right now.
So, if something doesn't get passed, I could be in hot water, but we'll see what happens.
It's all good. I like the pick. It's got a sweet name, the Plug. So here's the best pick of the week. It is a CrowdStrike Holdings. So this is a CRWD. Why I went with this one, basically, I don't know a ton about the company itself, honestly, but it is cybersecurity. So, like I said, don't know really anything about the company itself, know nothing about them, their financials, anything like that. But I know cybersecurity is a huge issue, and some big companies who've been hacked have been hiring these dudes to come in and get the Russians out of their get the Russians out of their database. So I'm going with the CrowdStrike solely. I don't know. My investing strategy this year is find a niche or find something. Well, cybersecurity. So this looks like one of those companies. Like I said, don't know jack shit about the company, any of their financials, nothing. But they're a cybersecurity company, so we're going with CrowdStrike. So those are the 3 picks for the week, boys. We'll get that out of there. Again, these are picks from 3 morons. We really don't know much. So those are our 3 picks. Tell us who you are picking. So again, next week, whoever stock does the worst is going to be chugging a beer live on camera.
We just note who made the most money today. Plug walk. The plug
walk. Sorry, we would play that song, but YouTube's a stickler for the old trademark. So, well, with that, I don't think there's too much else going on. We got our 3 picks in. We are looking for guests on our show. We're going to bring in a new guest every week. You're going to pick a stock. We're going to track our stocks that our guests pick. At the end of our competition, whatever guest picks the best stock is going to get $50 cash money. Flea Check, tell them about that cash money.
Be straight from our pockets to you.
Cash money.
You'll get granted. That's the famous Dave Flea Check says.
Get Ulysses S. Grant.
Anybody else got anything for the viewers at home?
Well, I will say don't invest, don't listen to our ideas, but, if you want to take a gamble, go for it.
Yeah, don't listen to them. Invest, baby. Put it all out there. Invest it all in Bitcoin. With that being said, that's the boys, week 1. Stay tuned for another episode next Friday night. Cheers.
Cheers.
I gotta hit the music here. Oh, audio track is unavailable. What? Oh, here we go.